Good morning, party people. How are you guys doing this morning? What a fantastic Monday morning. I hope everybody has their coffee. You guys are in for a treat today. Disclaimer there before we get started. We're waiting on our featured guest today. The disclaimer is everything that we do on this channel is for fun. We're not meant to, offend anybody. If you feel that you're going to get offended, just tune out or go to a different channel because sometimes this gets pretty offensive. Anyway, that being said, today's featured guest is NES. Some of you guys know him as New England Scratcher. Some of you guys know him as New England Slots. He has two channels, and both of them are doing fantastic. He just started the slot channel, and that's about to grow to 1,000. He's going to be monetized with that in a matter of minutes. However, his Scratcher channel has been doing fantastic, and we'll get into that in a little bit. We're waiting for him to join us right now. How's everybody doing this morning?
What's up, bro?
What's up? How are you this morning?
Pretty good. How are you? So,
got to bed about 2 hours ago.
I figured as much. I heard you saying you were going to the casino last night, and I figured you'd probably be up late. Anyway, before we get started on that, I got to show a little something from last night. So let me just switch this around real quick here.
By the way, I think I saw Lucky Dog in here.
Yes, I did.
Oh my god.
That was awesome, bro. I have a couple of questions regarding last week's live, but let's get into like the meat and potatoes. Okay, so two channels.
Yeah. I have actually more than two, but yeah.
Well, how active are the other ones?
One of the other ones is pretty active. It's a fire channel. I go and record structure fires.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I own everything New England. I own New England Scratcher, New England Slots, New England Fire videos. So I actually just had a video on that channel go crazy on the news up here. It was a fire where it was somebody ended up unfortunately dying in it, but a firefighter was also injured. So
oh wow.
Yeah, it actually was front page of the news again this morning, the video. So
oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so I try to do 3 channels.
And what do you do when you're not doing YouTube?
So I own a bathtub resurfacing company. I resurface bathtubs and tile and different things, fix people's bathtubs, make them the pandemic and everything. I wasn't doing a lot of that, so I had a lot of time for YouTube. Now that I'm back to doing everything, it's just like crazy.
Awesome. Okay, so we have a few people that want to know: single, married, kids, no kids, divorced. What's going on with NES?
What's going on with NES? I am single. I was not single when I started doing Scratcher, but for the last year now, I'm single. And I have one son. He's 12 years old, and he's awesome. He's my life. So he's still at that point, even though he's 12, he's still at that point that he loves hanging out with daddy and doing things, and maybe telling me to shut up a little more, but in fun.
Yeah, that's only going to get worse as he gets older.
That it's all in fun. Whenever he says it, he's smiling.
So what does he think? What does he think of you having a YouTube channel? Because I know my son, when he was around from I guess 10 to like 16, he was stuck on Minecraft, and he had his own channel on YouTube and everything else, and doing that. So what does he think of you running channels on YouTube?
So when I first started, he was like, "You're not gonna make it." He's like, "There's nobody want to watch you. Nobody wants to watch you. Like, what are you doing on YouTube?" And now, honestly, like, he's shocked. and how many people are in my lives and how many subscribers I have, and you know, it definitely he's definitely shocked that like all these people. It was funny a couple weeks ago. He's like, these people. He's like, they say they love your accent, they love your voice, and he's like, you don't even know how to talk, and you sound awful. He's like my biggest critic. He's hilarious. He's just fun. He's to him, I'm daddy.
Yeah.
He just thinks it's hilarious that I go to Vegas and every month now, and I'll go meet up with people at Encore, and dozens and dozens of people come out to hang out with NES for the day, and he just thinks it's crazy. Like occasionally, like I'll be with him like at a store or something, and somebody will be like, "What up, NES?" And he's like, "How do people know you?"
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So speaking of Vegas and other
By the way, good
channels,
morning, everybody. I didn't say hi to everybody. Good morning, everybody. I just
ahead,
got you
take your
guys up
time.
on the laptop. So good morning. Oh my gosh. Yes, the last visit was NG Party. Yes.
Yeah, NG's party, and before that it was G2E. That's where we first met
Yep.
in person, and for me, that's one of the best things about doing YouTube is meeting people like yourselves and finding out a little bit more about them instead of just seeing them on camera. And that's why I do this series, this Monday morning series, so that your peers and everybody else could dive into more about who NES is and who these other channels are. So it's more than just, hey, that's NES, but it's more like, hey, I know him. I know he has one kid, and so on and so forth.
Yep.
And speaking of that, one kid, and I know you're single. What's a girl for NES? What is NES like in a girl? What are you looking for if you're looking, even if you're not?
Number one, the person has to be real. Like I can't stand fake people. So
I heard on your channel you mentioned something. I think about New England Scratcher that you take a break like for 3 months or 6 months or something like that, where you don't purchase any lotto tickets. Can you explain that to everybody? And also, are you going to do that with your New England Slots channel as well?
no, I will not do that with New England Slots. So just because I'm building New England Slots right now.
Okay.
What I've done is, from starting in 2018, I realized that I was spending quite a bit on lottery tickets a day. And just to keep myself accountable and just to show myself that I still had the control over whether I wanted to buy a lottery ticket or not, and whether or not it was, that I actually had an addiction to lottery tickets. I decided from January 1st to the end of June, which I actually ended up going to the end of July, that I wouldn't buy any lottery tickets.
Can you tell everybody what you went to school for? I heard this.
Yeah.
A little fun fact.
Yeah, a little fun fact. So back in 2003, I think it was, I went to school to become a Pentecostal pastor. I realized about a year into it that it wasn't for me. The biggest problem that I have with YouTube is that they allow people to have the same name. That it should be just like any other platform where you have a unique user ID, and it's stupid. It's just like it's stupid that somebody can just type in New England Scratcher and become New England Scratcher. So I'm definitely like one thing that I have in mind is like going out to California to like Yamaha, because I just see in the slots community that there are so many channels that frequent that place, that it's definitely on my like list to do, is to go out there.
So NES, I heard you mention Skittles. I'm not familiar with what your pet was. Cat, dog.
So no, Bearded Dragon.
Bearded Dragon.
Like on the channel coin, Yeah, the channel coin. That's actually a bust of Skittles, and yep. So that's
There we go.
Skittles there, and
There we go.
that is
Beautiful coin. If you guys haven't done so, please go to NES's channel and pick one up. I think they're like 20 bucks, right, NES?
Yep. $20 including shipping to anywhere.
One casino that you haven't been to that you absolutely have to get to before. Hey, there's Slot MC 365. Good morning, bro. One casino that you absolutely have to get to. Your top of the list. I know Vegas, you've been to plenty of them, but are there any other casinos out there that you absolutely bucket list have to get there before you die?
Nothing like have to. Like I want to get to like Yamaha. I want to get to like Oklahoma. So another little fun fact about me is, I was a blackjack player. I didn't ever play slots. I hated slots. I didn't start liking slots until I started watching slots on YouTube a year ago. About a year and a half ago, I started like getting into like the slot side of it.
What were the first channels that you started watching that sort of pulled you towards the slots? I know NG is one of them because you've been following him since the beginning, but name a couple of channels you started watching in the beginning.
So NG and the Big Jackpot, but some of the smaller channels, Naomi was probably one of the first, and then Lucky Dog Slots. They were definitely, I would say Lucky Dog Slots and Naomi were my first two non-huge channels that were like so much fun to watch. And you know, they're completely different than an NG and a Raja because they're playing the way that we would play. You know, we're not putting in $250 spins. Like on the scratcher side, been in YouTube for a while. Like any advice for new people? My biggest advice for new people is have fun. Don't worry about the monetization because it's not going to change your life. Don't worry about, you know, I have 21 people in my chat. I have 25 people in my chat. How come this person gets 200? How come this person gets, you know, 1.5K when they go live? Have fun.
So NES, thank you so much, bro, for being on this. I hope we get together again soon.